All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna be taking you through my kitchen and showing you what is here. Exactly what is good and healthy holistic, what's low tox, and what is not. What I would exchange it for. Just walking you through everything, like showing you actual things that I'm using in the kitchen. First thing I wanna talk about is low stress. I think that low stress is the most important thing to living a happy, healthy life. So if these types of things stress you out, that counteracts to me all the positivity that you're doing by using good quality products in your home and trying to make low tox accessible to yourself. So try to keep in mind that this is a positive, happy environment. We're just sharing our knowledge with each other. New information is coming out all the time and we're all just doing our best. So I am learning along with you, and that's why you will see my kitchen is loaded with some good stuff and some bad stuff. And I am on a mission to try to make some changes. I'm really upgrading my kitchen this year, and a lot of the stuff that I have is hand-me-downs that I'm so grateful for, and I want to be making some changes. So just trying to make really educated purchases, and I have accumulated so much knowledge, and I'm going to try to give it to you as easily as possible. So along the lines of low stress, I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks on how to make your conversion low stress. Number one, I want to talk about how this is applicable to all ages. Of course, I'm going to give you tips for if you were just starting a kitchen from scratch today, like say you just got your first home and you have literally no kitchen supplies, how you can spend your money the best. But also, this is something that you can apply to your life at any age. So if you are getting into it and you're in your later years in life, these are still swaps that you can be making, and just talking about like what I would prioritize first if you already have things in your kitchen and how to make the decision of what to buy first versus if you're just building a kitchen from scratch, what to buy first. A lot of people are buying a ton of things, so we're gonna try to keep this minimal and super simple. And then of course, high quality. High quality means cost effective. There is so many things in your kitchen. You don't really think about it, but there's so many things that you only need to buy one time in your life. And the coolest thing about a lot of the things that I'm gonna be showing you and what I've been researching is how you just need to buy it one time. It should last you your entire lifetime, and better than that, you should be able to hand it down to your children. If that is not encouraging to you, I don't know what is, but it just keeps into perspective. Like, I'm going to talk about the cost differences of the materials that you're going to be purchasing and how much money you're going to save in the long run. And I think I mentioned this briefly, but we want to keep it minimal. So talking about what things can be reused and in which ways, and what you really want to be purchasing versus not be purchasing, and what matters to you versus what doesn't matter so much. So let's get into it. Number one is a switch up from what you regularly hear. We want to talk about air quality. I don't know if you care about the air in your house, but I might get into the air quality of my house this year. This might be the year that we change it all. But a super simple thing about your kitchen is that cooking is like toxic. Like, something about the pan frying, the heating of the food is like super, super toxic. So if you were gonna set one goal of the year and it was gonna be free, you can join me because I'm also gonna be doing this, but it's that every time I'm using the stovetop and I'm really frying something up, I am gonna go out of my way to open the window. Open all the windows in the surrounding rooms. I mean, you can be doing this like already weekly or something like that to be improving the air quality in your house, but this should make a big difference. I do have an air purifier in my house, but that is like extra. You don't need to go that far. I would say start with the window thing, and then if you want to work your way to like air purifiers and stuff like that, and maybe if I get into my air quality in my home this year, I'll make a whole separate video on it. But it literally will tell me like a rating of the air quality in my home, and when I am cooking, that thing goes crazy. Like, it knows that the air quality is decreasing. So pop the windows open, get your cooking. Once you're done, you can always close the windows, but that's gonna be a great free addition that you can add to your kitchen that's just gonna like spice it up for a little like more better quality in your kitchen. This feels so personal, but I'm gonna show you what's in my drawers here. First off, this is just like my utensil and cooking drawer, of course. So when it comes to silverware, stainless steel is the GOAT. You could throw it in the dishwasher, super easy. Again, if you purchase really high quality stainless steel, you should only have to purchase it one time in your life. You could care for it and it's gonna last forever. When it comes to straws, you could do the same thing, stainless steel. I personally don't really like these stainless steel straws, and I wouldn't recommend them because they do leave a weird taste on my water. I didn't think I'd be a person that cares about taste, but I do. Also, I wanna mention that I needed to deep clean, and that's how we came to the conclusion that I'd be going through every single drawer, sifting through, and like, you know, this is my goal of the new year. So if you're looking at my drawers and you're like, wow, that's disgusting, like I am, absolutely, I agree, but this is the year we're gonna switch it up. So back here, you can see I also have a bunch of serveware that is in the same material. Okay, when it comes to knives, this is something I recently learned about. This is crazy. But if you have good quality knives, you always want to keep them in the protectors. I was trying to figure out why my knives are like dulling so fast, and apparently it's because you're supposed to be keeping them in the protectors. So yeah, when it comes to knives, you want to go with something that is like this is like coated, so this would be considered not as good of a knife because you want to be able to like smooth this whole thing like a stone. I am going to be hopefully upgrading my knives this year, and so I will take you through the process of showing you. But basically, in a really good kitchen, you only need like 3 good knives, and that should be like your starter purchases. And they're gonna last you, a really good knife set will last you a lifetime, and you should be able to pass it down. So same thing with like steak knives, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, 3 good knives, that's all you need. Moving on to this, we have like measuring spoons and stuff in here. Again, go stainless steel. You could throw them in the dishwasher and they're gonna last you a lifetime. Same thing with like a peeler if you need one of those. I love this little thing. You hold your meat down with it, and you can slice your meat perfectly with it. This is great when your meat is like caught and stuff. So I love one of these, recommend one of those. Okay, things that I don't like in here, these like plastic straws that I purchased. They're boba straws. I do like using them, but they are not low tox, so I wouldn't go with something like that. What I would say about your silverware is if it's plastic, if you're using plastic, that to me would be like, because you're using this every single day. You're literally chomping your teeth down on it. You're grinding away at it. Silverware is one of those things you should buy one time in your life. So if you're getting like, when I think of bad silverware, I specifically think of that silverware that's like coated in those colorful coatings, or black coating, the like colorful, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a rainbow colorful coating. Those ones are trash because over time that coating is gonna come off and you're eating that. I'm pretty sure it's Teflon, I don't really know. But yeah, don't do something like that. Do something like this. My silverware has been like passed down. It's obviously like, I think it's gorgeous and it's sentimental to me, so I love that. But yeah. You just want to be able to buy something one time. The other thing is with the stainless steel is like there's so many ways to care for it. So like I could always make this look a little bit better. Of course I'm not going to because I use it every day and I'm just living life, but you can. All right, I'm excited to get into this drawer because I feel like I'm gonna be making changes with it. Oh goodness, it won't even open up. Oh goodness gracious. All right, let me show you what we have in this drawer. Yeah, you can see it, perfect. Oh my gosh, this is a citrus, like a little citrus tool. I don't know what this one's made out of. I did kind of break it, so I think I'm gonna get a new one. I've been doing research. They have these in stainless steel. This is like a citrus squeezer. What you want is a citrus press. So instead of going like this and the juice is going everywhere and it never drips out of here, you get a citrus press. You like set it down on the counter like this, and all you do is press it, and all the juice goes to one area and you pour it out the side. I don't know how to explain it to you, but they have them in stainless steel and you can throw that in the dishwasher. Super convenient. And that's what you're gonna want. This is only important if you're juicing all the time. I love the look like in a video of somebody using the juice, like the lemon, and using their hands to do it. So again, like this is only something I would use if you're making a lot of juice. I love a mojito situation with fresh squeezed juice every time. I use this all the time, and I'm probably have my 3rd juicer here. I have a lot of other juicing situations as well, but the press is what I would recommend. All right, I also have this. I bought this because it perfectly fits on a mason jar, so I thought that was gonna be great. Actually, I don't love this because it's plastic, so I'm gonna be getting rid of this. Everything that I'm getting rid of, you know, somebody else will love. Even though I am trying to upgrade my life, they will love it, so that's what I'm gonna be doing with it. This is another thing that I plan to replace in the new year, and here is why. Is because it has broken. This is my 3rd or 4th one of these that I have bought. So this is made out of like an aluminum or something. They're made out of different materials. But the cool thing that I want to teach you about is I could have purchased this in a stainless steel. So they have something called like a microplane, and you can get 100% stainless steel. That should last forever. These will get dull, but if you get a high quality one, you can take it to a knife sharpener and they'll sharpen it, and again, it will last forever. So don't get something with this like, I'm sure this is like plastic that was glued on and now this like wobbles. The microplane's a different setup for the grinding, shredding situation anyway, but that's what I'm planning to upgrade to because something like this is just like not gonna work in your kitchen. And like I said, I am purchasing these things over and over. The microplane is no more expensive than this. It was just a more educated purchase. That's really what you're trying to do. Educate yourself on the purchases. All right, this is a whisk, stainless steel, should last a lifetime, gorgeous. These, oh my gosh, I love these. I use my cookie scoops all the time. I love to cookie scoop things. I love to make protein balls, cooking, baking. I think these are great to have. Not something that you need right away. I would say each one of these things, and this is why I'm going through my drawers. If you use it, it's worth having, it's worth buying. If you're not using these things, it's not worth having. So don't watch this video and then say like, I need to add cookie scoops to my list. Watch this video and then learn about the materials, you know? And then over time, like say you were gonna buy a cookie scoop, buy you know, the right material so you don't have to buy it a million times. This is a silicone whisk. Silicone is, a lot of people consider it non-tox. It's definitely a better option, but I still consider it to be like not the best option. I would definitely go for stainless steel over this. The thing about stainless steel is that certain materials, like if you have a hot pan or like a coated, not a coated pan, it's certain pans you don't want to use stainless steel against, you know, that material. So you want to go with like something silicone. The thing about silicone for me, I don't really like when it's heated. I feel like stainless steel when it's heated, totally fine. Silicone for me, you're getting weary about that. And this is like a hot take because a lot of people have different opinions. Like some people just think silicone's like totally fine and they use it all the time. I also think silicone's kind of weird. This particular silicone, which I have different kinds, but this particular one is like kind of sticky. So if I dry this off with a rag, which I did the very first time I used it, it literally just has like fuzzies on it and I can't get rid of them. So personally, I would just get the stainless steel one and then make it work. Like try not to scrape the bottom of the pan if you ever have to do something where you're whisking and mixing something up, like just do your best there. You can always, if you are using a hot pan and trying to whisk to mix something up and you don't want to be scraping the bottom, use like a wooden scraper to scrape the bottom of the pan, like in a cast iron or something like that. Use a wooden scraper and then just do your mixing on the top, not making friction with the bottom of the bowl with your stainless steel. And that way you also only need one whisk. I also have this is called like a sauce whisker. This is kind of like for the same thing, but it's supposed to be, you know, you don't scrape the bottom of the bowl as much, I guess. It's kind of a little bit different, but again, like stainless steel. What's really cool, I forgot to mention, but all of these things were hand-me-downs from my mom. So she used them endlessly for years and years and years. And now I'm also using them. I've had them for over 12 years and they're still kicking strong for me and hopefully they'll last for years to come. This is just a knife sharpener. It goes for the specific kind of knives that I have, but you don't need a knife sharpener. I wouldn't start with a knife sharpener, especially because specific kinds of knives, you can send them in to be sharpened. So this is called a mandolin. If I was gonna buy a brand new mandolin, I would get stainless steel. This is plastic and we're like trying not to use plastic in this house. So we love this. I think the thing with plastic is number one, how often are you using that item in your kitchen? And number two, heat. Heat with plastic is like the worst combo. You don't want to be doing heat and plastic. So try to cut that out. But like a mandolin that I don't know how often you use this, but this has been sitting in here for years and I never use it. I'm actually considering getting rid of it because I literally never use it. And they have smaller, more minimal setups for this now. But if you're using it daily, like if you're using plastic to eat all of your food on to heat it up in the microwave, I would replace that a million times first before I'm like going out and buying a stainless steel mandolin and like using that whole setup. So just a note. This is a measuring cup. Again, this is plastic. If I was gonna buy a brand new one, I would just go stainless steel. The flat stainless steel measuring cups, I think, to me are superior. You can measure flour in them. You can always also measure liquids in them, but they also have glass liquid measuring. So we'll get into that later. Again, trying to ditch the plastic. Same thing, we've got like 2 ice cream scoops here. This ice cream scoop is from my mom. She used this thing. I remember vividly the ice cream scoop and how often we used it, but she used this for years and years and years, gave it to me. Of course, it's stainless steel. It's gonna last forever. I don't know why every single thing in this drawer is dirty. But yeah, that would be my preferred method. Just get the stainless steel. You could take care of it forever. Same thing. This is like a meat tenderizer, mashed potato maker, stainless steel. It will last forever. When it comes to stainless steel, there's different kinds. When you're getting into pots and pans, I would say that's the most like specific on the type of like stainless steel that it is or what exact ingredients went into making it. But when it comes to like hand utensils for stainless steel, I would say you want to look at like what's in your price range and just make an educated decision based off of that. A lot of companies, if they're willing to give you like a lifetime warranty, it's a good, to me that indicates that they are talking quality, or they'll have things on their website that said like made to last a lifetime, made to hand down to your children, like stuff that alludes that, okay, they are thinking more long-term, and people will talk about how good their policies are for the quality of the product. That's kind of the things you're looking for. The other thing you're looking for is like comfort in your hand. So just going to the store and like testing things out. But again, like don't go in there and see these two items sitting next to each other and think this is the same material, because these are not. This is aluminum, this is stainless steel, and they have like brushed stainless steel, they have smooth stainless steel. So you want to do your research on the materials and then get in there and, you know, make sure that what you're getting is what you're getting. I thought this was stainless steel when I bought it. It's not. So that was a joke. I wouldn't go out and buy all these things if you were just starting your first kitchen. If you only use a spatula currently, I'd go and get a spatula. Okay, if you don't cook anything currently, you don't need any of this. So just keep that in mind, and I'm gonna clean out this drawer and let's get to the next one. I'm starting to see why people just like grab the items out and then show you, because this feels so invasive. All right, speed round. This is a strainer bowl. If I was gonna buy a brand new one, again, go 100% stainless steel. That way you can use it inside to steam inside of pans while you're cooking. You can use it while the stuff is like hot coming out. You could clean it a little bit easier, and that's gonna be made to last a lifetime. The second you add like this plastic and silicone and stuff like that, this isn't as high of quality. Glass mixing bowls. Glass is a really good low tox option. I love these. I've had them for years. Again, these are a hand-me-down for my mom. You can always go with stainless steel or glass. So something like this, I have all these plastic ones. I plan to get rid of these and replace them with a really beautiful nesting stainless steel set in large mixing bowl and prepping bowl sizes, as well as smaller. And of course, a lot of them are gonna come with plastic lids. Plastic lids is still, you know, it is what it is. You can always opt to use like beeswax wrap, or if you don't need a tight seal, you could do like a linen cloth over the top, something like that for, you know, a lower tox version. This is like a fine mesh strainer. I love these. I got these. I think they were a great purchase. Again, stainless steel, baby, and that's all you need. All right, so up here, I just have like a little chopper machine. I love my chopper machine. I've used this thing to filth. It's only lasted me about a year. So I actually don't think I would repurchase this, just because it only lasted me like a year, but obviously I use it like every day, and that's how we got there. This is all made out of plastic. So I think I would do some research on either one that would at least last like 5 to 15 years. Like 1 year is crazy, but I plan to get rid of this, and yeah, I don't know if I would replace it. And these are all the parts for it up here. All right, if I was going low tox, this is where I would start. So I love these containers. These are a smacking deal. You can get them on Amazon. I might make like a little guide for you guys with like links and everything too. I'm gonna try my best with like doing links and stuff in the description box, because I think that will make this like a fast pass, like easy guide, and I'm all about convenience. This is where I would start. Reasons why I love these. These are oven safe, dishwasher safe. They're not stovetop safe. I think if I was gonna make one change, I would do stovetop safe, but reasons why these are great. If you ever decide you're gonna cut out your microwave, which I'm considering doing this year, just improving on that, these, you can reheat your food on the stovetop with these, just inside with a trivet. It's a whole thing. Anyway, but they're oven safe, so you can make a banana bread inside of this. You could put your food in this for storing. You can eat your dinner on this. Glass is perfect. Glass is literally like, this is the epitome of what you want to be using here. So of course they have the plastic lids. There's other ones with bamboo lids that like press in. I find that these ones, like the quality is amazing. Again, like I said, I've had these for over 12 years, you can't even tell. And I keep adding, because the cool thing about buying from the same brand is like you could just keep adding and you can keep stacking them up. These are the smaller ones. I have bigger ones down below. But if I was starting out with my kitchen, this is something I would prioritize, because you need something to eat your food on every single day. You need something to store your food in every single day. You need something to heat it up in the microwave every single day. So this is a really like cost-effective thing that you can buy. When literally to get through college, I had 1 container of these and like 1 container of Pyrexes and those 3 plastic bowls that you could have swapped for stainless steel. That's all I had, point blank period, for the entire time. And this worked great. I didn't have plates, I didn't have bowls. Oh, and I had mason jars, but we'll get there. Let's go through this drawer together. So number 1, when it comes to a low tox home, wood, and more wood. I want to teach you a little bit about wood, because originally, like I said, I was just buying things willy-nilly. I thought I was doing a great thing. I went out to Walmart and I bought these wooden spoons. These are gorgeous. You know the cool thing about wood? This is a generational thing. You don't think about it, but wood can literally be passed down for generations. It's gorgeous, it's amazing. Mine probably could use an oiling, but let me teach you something. This one, you see how smooth this is? This is gonna be a great generational piece. Hypothetically should last a lifetime if you care for it right. Not everybody's gonna care for it right. You can't expect everything to last forever, but you can do your best. Something like this with this like break in the wood, this is not good. You don't want that. You don't want to buy wood that comes with that with these types of things in it, because over time they're gonna crack, they're gonna break, and that's not gonna be any good. So something like this, you see how gorgeously smooth this wood is? Now it doesn't need to be shiny or sparkly or anything like that, but you could keep it gorgeous and shiny like this with a little oiling treatment. These will last forever. You know, obviously if you have a perfectly good spoon like this, you never oil it or care for it, it's gonna crack regardless. Not a crack like this. This was a type of how the wood came, the wood grain came, and that's what caused that. But keeping this cared for, this is gonna last forever, hypothetically, and that's what you want. All right, so that's all about the wood. You can get all sorts of wood little things. I plan to add to my wood collection this year. I know you're thinking, what could she possibly need? Yep, I can convince myself that I need it. So I think I'm gonna be adding a couple wood pieces this year, but this is a really cool start. Let me just throw those back in there. This is just like a wood ladle, great. Okay. Things that I don't love in here, some people will consider these to be good. I think they're silicone, they've got these silicone handles. Me personally, I would just go full stainless steel. Again, stainless steel isn't made to be used with every material, but the more I learn, the more I'm learning about cooking, I'm gonna go full stainless steel and use wood and stainless steel as my two main things. So therefore I wouldn't really need these. Again, like these were cheapy. They're over time, they'll probably break and not hold up as good as the stainless steel ones, but hopefully, you know, that ideally they would last a lifetime. Same with these. I think these are made with a silicone as well. But I think that I'm gonna convert, these ones have like a cool little mechanism for opening and closing, but I think I'm gonna convert as well to 100% stainless steel just because that's my preference. But again, you can do whatever you like. Now, for scissors in the kitchen. These to me would be considered more like scissors outside of the kitchen. Of course, mine are dirty, but that's beside the point. If I was gonna do scissors in the kitchen, I would go with a like kitchen shear. And the reason being is that they come apart. You open it up like this, it comes apart, it's easy to clean, and that's really how you use them in the kitchen, whereas something like this is like gonna get older and rustier. Kitchen shears are just like knives. You care for the blades and you can sharpen them and they should last a lifetime and be generational, versus something like this with the plastic and the junk and the rusting and the dulling, and you can't do anything about it. You gotta buy a brand new thing. Crazy. So yeah, I don't think I would repurchase those. I'll just use them throughout the home and call it a day. These are silicone. Another cool thing that generationally my mom has passed down to me. She used these for years and years and years. Of course, I got her like ones that are all like, you know, they're not as perfect on the sides and stuff, but they're good enough for me. I rarely use these. The one thing about them, you can now get silicone in like so many other colors. These do stain. This one got heated. That's what happened there. But yeah, they also stain red. So like if you do a pasta sauce or something like that, again, with the silicone, I love these. Love, love, love these for when I'm like baking and making things I need to scrape the side of the bowl or whatever. So my thing with silicone is my preferred method is like not to use it with the heat. So I just use these when I'm baking primarily and not really a lot of other times. Again, I believe these have like maybe a plastic or a nylon handle. You're going for silicone, maybe a silicone coated nylon handle, you know, just look about like renewable resources. But again, like when you're researching these things, look up these like silicone things that you're planning on buying. Don't just go and buy like the first one that you see. Look it up and see if there's like reviews of people being like, oh, I've had mine for 25 years and I love them. Because, you know, truly, that is what you're gonna want. Real quick, I wanna talk about this. This is the Aroma Plan. This is just an essential oil diffuser, a huge, big one, made to last a lifetime. So you pull this out, mine's obviously disgusting because I've been using it for years and I don't even have it plugged in right now. But you pull this out and you put your own like essential oil scent blend in here, and then this thing blasts and blasts and blasts, and it just scent your whole house. This is a good alternative to things like a candle. Of course, you don't need to like use this while you are cooking in the kitchen. You would just use it like when you're trying to scent up the house. There are so many other free options that you can use to scent up your home. So I'll make a whole separate video on just like how to have a luxurious still, like I don't necessarily want my house to scream like country, like you come in and it's giving like, you know, I don't know. I still want it to have like a fresh scent or smell like a candle or something like really gourmet. Like I want that luxury experience while also being low tox. So this is a really cool thing and I love it. I love to come into my home smelling like custom. So this is a cool upgrade for me, but there's a ton of other options that I love that also can purify your air, can also make your home smell great. You don't have to go with something like this. This one runs by an app. You can pick how many seconds it's going off. You can have it go off a lot if you have an event coming up and you want your house to smell really strong, or go off less often. But yeah, essential oils, vanillas, stuff like that, you could throw that in there and it's gonna make your house smell great. This one's also big enough, a lot of people actually connect it to like their main air supply and it can go through the vents in your house. I love that because I'm all about convenience, and like those little air plug things is like so much time to put one in every single room and switch it out and whatever, where I could just be filling this one unit, one step, on to the next thing. Again, I know this is dirty, but that's why this video was literally motivated by wanting to clean it out. Okay, this is like my little baking area. Glass. I have these little like pie trays, casserole dishes. Glass is amazing. Glass is totally low tox. This is, I believe, called ceramic. And if I remember right, this is low tox. I know that this is designed to like last a lifetime. This is literally a hand-me-down from my mom. Somehow the handle broke, which is incredibly hard to do, but we did do that. And I mean, it's just incredible. This thing should last a lifetime. It's already lasted clearly a lifetime, and it will last even longer, but obviously well used and loved. That's an amazing purchase. These are silicone mats. Again, you already know my deal with silicone. I don't love it, I don't hate it. But if I was gonna buy one mat, the Silpat mats are actually made to last the longest. This is probably my third time purchasing silicone mats because they like flake apart and stuff. So I think if I was gonna buy new ones, I would go with Silpat. But again, like these aren't an absolute necessity. You could use like parchment paper, you could use other things, just a plain actual pan that you clean off. So I don't think these are a necessity, but definitely something that you could look into purchasing. But these are actually generationally passed down. These are Pyrex. Like I said, Pyrex is a really, really good brand. It's gonna last forever. And these are passed down. So I was really excited to inherit these. And I think like that's the thing that you're looking for, is stuff that really, really lasts and can be handed down. This cupboard to me needs a lot of work because I've just been researching about it. I have like this is plastic, looks a little lived in because it is. This is a hand-me-down. It's lasted generations as well. Amazing, but I will be trading it out. We're not gonna be keeping these either because again, they are plastic. So they're just not gonna last as long. Also, I just wouldn't purchase these in general because they're flimsy, they slide around on the counter. These were a terrible purchase, and I just didn't know that the quality was gonna be so poor on them. This was like an impulse purchase. Of course, I love the color, it's so fun. But it was more of an impulse purchase, and now that I've learned much more, it's like this sort of stuff doesn't really speak to me anymore because I just know that in the long run, it's gonna cost me more money. The fact that this isn't gonna last very long, it's gonna get that plastic in there. You know, the quality is just not there. So we're looking for better things that you only need to purchase one time. This is so funny. This is like an example of good versus bad. So I have this aluminum tin here. The aluminum tin, of course, trash. You don't want aluminum in your house. Then we have silicone. Silicone's an upgrade. You can always throw like a parchment lining in this if you'd like. The other thing that you can do is get stainless steel. Stainless steel in this would have been a one-time purchase. I do like the silicone, but it's kind of flimsy. I have to set it on a tray to bake with. And again, I just have really mixed feelings about silicone, even though other people are totally cool with it. So yeah, for me personally, if I was gonna buy something from brand new, like I knew the options now, I would just go with the stainless steel. But yeah, this is what I have. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. We have these gorgeous, what is this called? No, why can't I think of what this is called? I don't even remember. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see. It's so funny how like when you're using things and just using them out of practicality, you don't even notice the quality of them. These stones are great. These are generational, low tox, amazing. I have like a little round one for making pizzas and stuff. I also have this one. You can bake, oops. You can bake cookies and stuff like that on these. Oh my gosh, this one's really lived in as well. But like I said, I'm just happy to have these as a hand-me-down. These are like a family heirloom as well, so gorgeous. But you can bake cookies on this. You can make so many things on this, like large cookie sheets. My mom used to make me every year fruit pizza on this. So these are great. Again, if I was starting a brand new kitchen, this is what I would buy. Not these, because these are aluminum. They're disgusting. Obviously mine are well used and loved. I have like a newer one in the back that like sometimes I use, but really not. The reason that these are not great is because number one, they are aluminum. But what I would buy instead is just stainless steel. Again, it's gonna last forever. And you know what I love about stainless steel? Dishwasher safe. So these you have to hand wash. And as you can tell over time, they do get really lived in. My prized possession in life is this wooden cutting board. For context, I have had this wooden cutting board for over 15 years now, I believe, maybe longer. And look at her. She's gorgeous, she's beautiful. I didn't even oil her. Obviously, I didn't prep anything for this video. It all looks like disgusting. This is an acacia wood cutting board. Now, the really cool thing is you can do research on like really good brands, but I think I got this from like TJ Maxx, Walmart, something like that. And look at it. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. In, when I had my like starter kitchen, this is still my starter kitchen, don't get me wrong, like 85% of everything in here is hand-me-downs, which is beautiful because it talks about the quality. But when I had my starter kitchen, I literally had this, like a small cutting board for cutting like, you know, just little things, and one other big cutting board the entire time, and that's all I used the whole entire time, and it got me through all my cooking. And I actually, like for all my starter years of life, only did home cooking. Like I would not go out to eat. I would maybe go out to eat once every month, every 2 months. So that just talks about like how long these things will last. Again, we have some aluminum. This might even be like a coated aluminum. I don't know what these things are. Look, it's rusting. It's disgusting. But anyway, I wouldn't keep these. I would trade these out for something more low-tox. Stainless steel. I will talk about cleaning products real quick. I could make a whole separate video on like low-tox cleaning options that I love and dislike, but I would just say if you are starting in the low-tox category and you're looking for like soaps, detergents, cleaning products, all these things, it is really cool to find just like one brand that you actually love and stick with that brand for everything. So like Molly Suds, Puracy, Attitude, like brands that you trust. That way you don't have to like memorize every single thing because it's like really hard to remember the brands and the materials and everything like that. You can just have one brand, you look it up on Amazon or whatever, and it's like if you're already looking for dishwasher pods, hand soap, dish soap, something like that, you know, if you could find it in that brand, like you trust that. So that's great. When it comes to rags, obviously like organic, cotton, muslin, canvas, linen, stuff like that is all going to be the best. But like if you just have rags versus like Clorox wipe or something like that, you're already talking like better options. This is like a more organic scrubby, you know, like you're just trying to make like a slightly better choice. They have, I like to wear these gloves. Of course I bought these because they were pink, but these are like multi-use gloves for washing dishes and stuff. But they also have ones that are like linen lined and they're reusable, and that's really what you want. It's just reusable things. This is like a stainless steel scrubber. This is great because it's reusable. This is a scraper. If I was gonna get a new scraper, I would get a wood one because they actually have these in wood and they work phenomenal as well. And that's just what I would do. This is like for my hot tools. You can get these in like silicone. If I was gonna get a hot tools trivet, I would get something beautiful that I can put on the top of my cabinet. Again, I'm gonna be dropping like more videos, like talking about how to decorate using the good materials and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna spit some quick knowledge on you. When it comes to cups, this is like all I had for my beginner kitchen. I never really expanded from this. I used mason jars for cups, for food storage, for everything, and literally one set of mason jars will get you so far in life. I had the big ones and the little ones that I don't even store in here anymore, but these were incredible. I could literally make a drink, take it for the road, a smoothie, make anything. I had like every attachment for container storage, but the plastic lids were honestly my favorite for, you know, taking these out and about. Like I would throw fruit in this whole thing. I'd throw like a full salad in here. You could do so much with this, store soups in here. So if you're looking for like your beginner kitchen and like something that's really gonna get your money's worth, this is great. And also it's gonna last a lifetime. These are also generational. You could buy mason jars used. You don't have to buy brand new ones, and sometimes it can save you money as well. So that's an incredible swapperoo to do. But yeah, that would be like my one recommendation here. Of course, any glass utensils and things that you're gonna eat on every single day is great. Like I said, if you're just starting out, like just get the storage containers. Don't go crazy. At least see if it's something that you like. The low-tox life is not for everybody. So if it's not for you, just like keep it moving. Right, real quick, I wanna talk about your coffee in the morning. Of course, you could do it in glass. Glass is like optimum for coffee and all that stuff. So I have this, which is glass, and then this is like, I don't know, like maybe stainless steel, and it's like 2 cups in one. This is really cool. It had a silicone lid, but I found that the silicone was like always getting dirty and that grossed me out, so I just took it off, but before it's suction, which is really cool. But this also goes on here. You could use it as a second cup, which is great. But I'm just trying to show you that like your coffee in the morning could be in this, your water throughout the day, like you'd always be using this. You can do something like this, which is stainless steel. These are great, and I use this for like my morning coffee, my drinks on the go, that sort of thing. You can use these in the house. in the house. This is the only 2 cups you need. Like, this could be the cup situation. This and like a travel water bottle that you can tip and stuff. Great. When I was in college and I had like no room in the kitchen, I was really minimal, moving all the time, stuff like that. This was as simple as it got, and some mason jars that I could use for a million different things as well. But if a friend came over, I could give them a mason jar to drink out of. Again, like just living very minimal. I obviously don't do that anymore. I have like a full-size house, but these are great options. Real quick, some key takeaways that I want you to take from this video is walk around your current kitchen if you already have a kitchen setup and see what you use the most and if it's a low tox option. Number 1 being food storage, number 2 being plates, forks, things of that nature, and number 3 being what you cook with on the daily. So for instance, when it comes to pots and pans, as you can see, all of mine need replaced. Do you use one skillet daily and then one that like is ginormous and you only pull it out maybe once a year when your family's in town? The obvious choice would be to replace that one skillet first. You know, like just make these really accessible switches. The other thing I would do is right now you're in the research and planning stage. You're not in the purchasing stage. So if you're in research and planning, I would go around your kitchen and kind of label things and label the importance. And also if you're in the market to buy something new, I would be buying it. Don't look at what I have in my kitchen and buy a citrus press because I told you which one's the lowest tox version to buy. Instead, use your kitchen, and as you're using it, like if you're using a spatula and you know that it's no good, like one wooden spatula, one wooden spoon, one stainless steel spatula, it might be all that you need. So just switch out one at a time. And then like if you're using the one and you find you are always grabbing towards a second one and it's like your plastic one and you'd want to replace it, then replace that one item. Don't go full crazy and replace the whole kitchen for no reason and buy a bunch of stuff that you're never going to use. Maybe you're never going to use a mandolin, a zester, you know, anything like that. So why have it? And like for instance, I only had one one tong for the longest time, and when I was cooking I would see the inconvenience and be like, I wish I had more tongs, but I just didn't have them, so therefore I used the one, and that was all I needed, all I truly needed. I was able to make it work. Would it have been more convenient, a little bit faster to have 2? Yes, but I only had the one and it worked for me. So I think that's the thing, is like you just want to buy the bare necessities first, and then you can add to things over time, in the same way that I'm not gonna like chuck the wood ones right away. I'm not going to chuck things that, you know, absolutely don't suit me. I'm going to slowly replace them and then get rid of the things as I replace them. So walk around your kitchen, see what you actually use, replace the things you use the most first. If you're in the market to buy something new, have a list on your phone, have it in your Google Notes, maybe like, you know, I can make like a little guide for you so that you can reference back the brand that you're interested in, the material that you're interested in. That way when you're at the store, you don't get swooned into like an impulse purchase. You don't want to be impulse purchasing. I look here at things that I bought in the last year with all the knowledge that I already currently have. That was an impulse purchase that I thought was good at the time, and it was not. It was not the most educated purchase. And number 3 is when it comes to things that you're already going to be cycling through. So for instance, parchment paper. The better choice from regular parchment paper is unbleached parchment paper, or you can use like the silicone mat. It depends what you're using. If you're just using it to like line a tray, or like you're using it on an aluminum tray, just get the stainless steel tray. So when it comes to repurchasing that, have like a little note. I like to, you know, write in Sharpie or stick some tape on it so that when that box is running out and I go to throw it away, I can see the note that says like buy unbleached parchment paper. And then sometimes I have like a little like wish list on Amazon, and it says like low tox home like repurchases, and then like low tox home kitchen finds, and then you can save those things, and that way when you go to make that purchase, you will remember. So like a sticky note on the bottom of your dishwasher pods that says like buy this brand or try these, or having them in that saved list is really, really, really gonna help you so that you don't have to memorize all these things until you've purchased them a few times and you start to have an opinion on it. And the other thing I wanna talk about is just that all brands are not created equal. So just like, you know, your low tox home finds and your toxic home finds, some of the toxic dishwashing pods or whatever are better than other brands. Same with the low tox. Like you're gonna find things that you don't like, you're gonna find things that you like. Stainless steel is not the same as cast iron, and you're gonna have preference over time. Right now, I would be concerned about converting your home and just educating yourself, and then over time, you're gonna form opinions about things. And this is why you don't wanna go crazy and replace everything in your home and not know how to care for the cast iron, not know how to care for the stainless steel, not know, you know, even like how to properly clean your sink. But again, like making free swaps and just doing the easy things first and slowly learning these things, I would say like take a whole year to even convert and start to learn about having low tox in your kitchen. Like between the utensils that you're using and the cooking methods that you're using and everything, you're gonna wanna be able to form your opinions. And over time, you're gonna really curate your own personal desires and like what's most important to you and what you can handle adding to your plate. I hope that I gave you like so much good information that you have something to do with it. And I just want you to remember that, like, again, I have accumulated this knowledge over time, and like this is still what my kitchen looks like. So it's all about, you know, the journey. Like, let's have fun with this, let's enjoy it. And I believe in you. If this is something you want to do, please comment down below if you like have brands that you've been looking at, if you are interested in this, like if you want the guide, what I should add in the links, things that you've been looking for that you haven't found a low tox version. Like, I would love to know your guys' opinions. This is something new to me. Like I said, I'm really looking to upgrade my kitchen this year. Like, I hope this is the year that like my kitchen becomes like my perfect like lived-in kitchen. And so I'm excited to go on this journey, and I really want you to come with me. All my videos are not probably going to be like this. They are going to be different. I can do separate videos on like how to perfectly organize your kitchen, how to take care of your cast iron, because I'm going to be learning all about that, how to take care of your stainless steel. I'm going to be learning all about that. Like, we're going to be in this together. So if you want any of those types of videos, if you want to get on your like kind of crunchy journey with me, come along. And actually, after going through my kitchen, I realized some of these materials I don't necessarily know what they are. So I think I'm gonna have to call my mom and see if she's got any intel for me on my hand-me-down items and what they truly are. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. Thank you for being here. And if you're in the mood, I will be chatting with you guys in the comments down below. So chat with me, let me know what's up, and I will see you again.